What's good, YouTube? Good morning, y'all. Top of the morning. J Coffee Talks happening with some news real quick. And I just wanted to speak on this whole Eminem Azizz situation. You know, it's been a minute since I really updated on this topic. But we saw Young Z do an interview last night, right? And man, I'm still mad at myself, you guys, because since I've been covering this whole Azizz Eminem situation, Young Z actually commented on a couple of my videos, right? And let it be known that he wanted it to be out there that he has no issue with Eminem, right? And I made an update video and put that out there for the people to know, yo, Young Z says he has nothing to do with this, you know? And as times unfolded, we've seen that it's basically being put out there now that Azizz solo dolo, you know, is the way it was described, is the only one that has issue with Eminem. But anyways, Young Z hit me like, yo, we could do an interview. And I'm so mad at myself, man, because I've just been so busy and everything working that I didn't get that interview out there. But nonetheless, I've seen he's done a couple of interviews now. And basically, he let it be known in the interview. I want to know what you guys think about it. I just kind of wanted to open the comment thread. He basically went back on everything that like Azizz was saying and said this is false. You know, Eminem doesn't owe the Outsidaz anything. Me and Pace One went on tour with M, which that was Azizz had said that himself. But he went as far to say things like, you know, at some of these time periods where Azizz is making these claims, he wasn't even really that hands-on yet. He wasn't making beats. Like, hit the comments, guys. Like, I'm sure everyone's seen this interview, you know, because Azizz was basically kind of calling himself, like, I'm not quoting him, but he kind of refers to himself as the RZA of the Outsidaz. And Young Z was just saying this is false. And more or less kind of sounds like Young Z is saying what a lot of people have been accusing Azizz of, and that's just basically trying to get on by dissing Eminem. Like, I heard him say, if this is the kind of fame Azizz wants, like, he can't be a part of what we got going on, you know, because one of the questions that he was asked was about an Outsidaz reunion album, and he basically said Azizz won't be a part of it if he keeps this bullish up. Like, we ain't messing with him. Like, hit the comments, guys. Share all your thoughts about the interview, man. You know, Young Z basically shot down everything Azizz said and kind of was discrediting a lot of things that Azizz said as well, you know. Now, comment about that, like I said, but also what I wanted to know, right, and I'm sure a lot of other people out there wanted to know, one of these topics when it comes to this whole Eminem Outsidaz situation that I always wanted to know, and, you know, they tried to get to the bottom of it on the interview, but, you know, it wasn't really answered, is I wanted to know about the Amityville situation. You know, there's, you've been taught, it's come up in numerous videos that I've done about this Eminem Azizz Outsidaz situation. And, you know, legend has it when Pace One and Young Z were on tour with Eminem and working with Eminem and everything like that, you know, because he did appear on the 8 Mile soundtrack. Young Z did. He was on the D12 album and everything. We've heard that Pace One and Young Z were originally featured on Amityville with Eminem and Bizarre. Somehow their verses got taken off the record. You know, I've heard theories about what happened. We've just never heard a for sure concrete answer of why they didn't end up on the record, you know? Like, you guys feel me? I mean, in this interview, they did get to the bottom of, like, Young Z saying, basically kind of saying Azizz is more or less full of ish in his opinion, but he didn't get to the Outsidaz Eminem relationship, what happened, you know. And I'm not trying to stir the pot, guys, at all by any means. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and listen to all my videos, I never said there was a for sure certain beef, but I always said it just kind of felt funny, you know what I mean, that when Eminem really got on, he did work with the Outsidaz, but it didn't happen in the sense that you thought it was. You know what I mean? You went from Eminem on Slim Shady LP, Outsidaz, baby, we sue in the courts, all that dope as fuck, can only get it to in the source, and shouting them out and everything. But somewhere along the lines, it seems like things just kind of slowed down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to stir the pot and say there was a beef, but I just wanted to know what happened with that Amityville track. If there's a way we can hear that track, I swear, people tell me it's out there. I cannot find it. You know what I mean? I tried to ask Young Z myself personally about it, but got no answer. But I don't know. It is what it is, man. Everyone just hit the comments with your thoughts on all this. And it seems that, you know, Young Z is maybe kind of leaving the door open that there might be some future collaborations with Eminem or something like that from what we've seen in that interview. Like, hit me up in them comments. Let me know if you guys got that feeling as well. You know, and he said as far as the Dear Shady song, it wasn't a diss. He basically said in that interview, I seen that he signed Slaughterhouse, and I was like, well, not me. Why not me? I'm doper than all of them. But then he found out that Slaughterhouse was already together and went to Shady. Not that Eminem put them together and signed them. So I don't know, man. Like, hit the comments. I know I keep saying that. I probably sound like a broken record, but I just got to make it clear on these videos. I really want to hear from the people. I constantly say that to you guys, man. Like, you know, sometimes people comment something to the effect of, like, I'm trying to be a know-it-all. And Jay Coffee Talk is far from that. Like I would say, I just lay out what I got to say, ask what you guys got to say, and let's talk it up. So catch you guys on the next video. Very excited to see what everyone's got to say. New viewers, make sure to sub to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'm gone.